Hello and welcome to this video explaining a little more about the Bell Foundation's Centres of Expertise. This video gives an overview of what is a Centre of Expertise, where Centres of Expertise are located, why organisations should consider becoming a Centre of Expertise, what centres can provide, how they operate, how much it costs, and how to apply. Please feel free to skip ahead to the most relevant chapters for you. Centres of Expertise form part of a much wider programme of support for schools within the Bell Foundation's EAL programme. As an organisation, we work at policy, programme and practitioner level to improve support for learners using EAL across the education system. Within the EAL programme, Centres of Expertise play an absolutely vital role in building sustainable capacity and expertise across the education sector, with the aim of improving outcomes for all children who use English as an additional language. So the Foundation recognised very early on that we would never be able to build sustainable capacity alone, and that to bring about meaningful change on a wide scale, we needed to work in partnership with others to do this. Centres of Expertise are organisations that are committed to improving the outcomes for learners who use EAL. They are licensed and accredited by the Bell Foundation to run our not-for-profit programme of support for schools, which we call Language for Results. And they do this within their network or their particular region. So the Bell Foundation train and develop a team of trainers to run Language for Results on behalf of their centre. We call these trainers Bell Foundation Licensed Practitioners, or BFLPs for short, and you may wish to watch our video on becoming a BFLP. We also provide access to high quality evidence-informed training materials and resources, and this is what we call Language for Results, our programme. We ensure ongoing programme support and quality assurance. We ensure opportunities for professional learning and networking through events. So we run an annual CPD event, we issue newsletters, and we provide opportunities for sharing of good practice. Once licensed and accredited, Centres of Expertise are then able to run Language for Results for schools and individual practitioners within their area, thereby developing inclusive and impactful provision in local schools. At the time of recording, the Foundation has 4 Centres of Expertise, and they are based in Staffordshire, Birmingham, London and Bedfordshire. Our centres are typically based in areas of high need, usually where there are significant numbers of learners who use EAL, and often where there's limited access to existing training and support. Our current Centres of Expertise include a range of different settings, including combinations of schools and multi-academy trusts. We have a university, a local authority setting, and we also work with teaching school hubs. With almost 20% of learners in schools in England identified as using English as an additional language, and projections suggesting that these numbers will continue to increase, multilingualism is the norm in many classrooms across the country. And as schools continue to welcome families seeking refuge, many are finding themselves with a changing cohort. Increasingly, schools are reaching out to develop expertise amongst their staff to further develop their provision for learners who use EAL, and in particular those who are just starting out on their journey to develop their proficiency in English. Centres of Expertise help to meet that need for professional development by providing training to schools, thereby developing the expertise and confidence of the teachers. The main beneficiaries of the training are ultimately the learners themselves, who are therefore better equipped to meet their potential need. In this clip, Kim Baker, who is one of our senior licensed practitioners, explains why Luton Local Authority made the decision to become a Centre of Expertise.
And we were very open to working with the Bell Foundation because we knew their reputation. And we thought it would be a really good opportunity for us to benefit from Bell's expertise and for them to help us, to help our young people across Luton.
No two centres are the same, and they can vary in their running of Language for Results, and that very much depends on their own context and their capacity, really. So a centre might advertise its programme of open access courses, which might be run face-to-face or possibly online. By open access, we mean a course that is advertised on a wide scale and open to participants joining from a range of different settings. Centres may also offer one-off sessions for individual schools, for some or for all of their staff, or they may run a couple of sessions with that particular school. Other schools might want a whole school programme of support, and this would involve going through a full needs assessment and receiving training, guidance and support over quite a sustained period of time. Centres of expertise are most effective where there is existing capacity and expertise and infrastructure to run the Language for Results training on a wide scale. The centre manager will be the main driver behind the work of the centre, particularly during the application and the accreditation process. So the foundation meet regularly with the centre managers to support with the strategic work of the centre. Centre managers will also be responsible for communicating with their team and also with external organisations, particularly those requesting support or training. The actual training and support for schools is provided by a team of Bell Foundation licensed practitioners, or BFLPs for short. So the foundation train and license BFLPs to run Language for Results. BFLPs themselves are often teachers or teacher trainers who are already involved in developing provision for learners who use EAL, either in their own school or possibly beyond. In that sense, they should already have some expertise as well as the capacity to be able to take on the role. To confidently meet training requests, we ask that each centre trains a minimum of 4 BFLPs. And of course, it helps to have someone who takes responsibility for the administrative side of the work. So this might involve promotional work, communicating with schools, and supporting with the evaluation process alongside the training. In terms of delivery, each year throughout the partnership, centres of expertise will recruit and support and liaise with at least 4 active Bell Foundation licensed practitioners. They are required to deliver at least 6 courses, either face-to-face or online, attend half-termly catch-up meetings with relevant staff from the foundation, attend the annual BFLP CPD event and centre manager meetings, support with the administration process to ensure the courses run smoothly, and to support with the evaluation processes to ensure that quality assurance is maintained to a high standard. So in terms of the foundation, we are responsible for training and developing the licensed practitioners to run EAL training on behalf of their centre. We also provide access to the training materials and the resources. We ensure ongoing programme support and quality assurance of the materials. We also ensure opportunities for improvement in both EAL and CPD provision through our annual events. So we offer an annual CPD event, we share newsletters, and we also share best practice. We also provide thought leadership through latest EAL research, which may be commissioned by the Bell Foundation. The annual licence and accreditation fee is £1,000 plus VAT. The licence lasts for 3 years, after which time the centre can become re-accredited. The other cost will be the training for the Bell Foundation licensed practitioners. In the first year of the licence, it will cost £200 for each BFLP, and you can have up to 5 BFLPs. Any additional BFLP will cost £210. In terms of what centres can charge a school for running language for results, the Foundation has set the maximum permitted charge of £43 per individual or £420 per organisation. This is because Language for Results was developed as a not-for-profit offer, and it's important that this not-for-profit offer continues even when it's delivered or run through centres of expertise. So the first step is to complete an expression of interest form and share this with the Bell Foundation. So within this form, you would detail why your organisation is interested in becoming a centre, how the programme aligns with your current strategic aims, what potential reach you have to schools, and what impact you hope to achieve. Expressions of interest should be sent to info@bellfoundation.org.uk. From here, the Bell Foundation carries out a due diligence process to ensure that a centre meets our partnership criteria in terms of experience and capacity, etc., but also that there's financial security and ultimately an alignment of values. The next step would be for you to meet with the Bell Foundation and for us to make arrangements for getting a 3-year licence agreement in place and to start thinking about submitting applications from potential Bell Foundation licensed practitioners. Thank you for listening, and please do get in touch if you would like any further information about becoming a Bell Foundation Centre of Expertise. You may also be interested in watching our other videos on developing expertise in schools through Language for Results. So in this video, we look more at the Language for Results programme and what that consists of, and also our Becoming a Bell Foundation licensed practitioner. And this is about the roles and the responsibilities of becoming a BFLP. Thank you so much.